In her rage, the sorceress cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair and banished her to a desolate desert, where she would have to live alone, far from anyone who could help her. Then she waited for the prince. When he came to the tower that evening, unaware of what had happened, the sorceress let down Rapunzel's severed braids. As the prince climbed up, he was met not by Rapunzel, but by the cruel sorceress. "You'll never see Rapunzel again," she cackled, and in her fury she cursed him. The prince, in his despair, fell from the tower, and though he survived, the fall caused him to go blind. Blinded and heartbroken, the prince wandered through the land, searching for Rapunzel. For months he stumbled through the wilderness, guided only by the memory of her voice. Meanwhile, Rapunzel lived alone in the desert, giving birth to twins, a boy and a girl. One day, as the prince wandered through the desert, he heard a familiar voice singing. He followed the sound and found Rapunzel. Overjoyed, Rapunzel embraced him, and as she wept, her tears fell onto his eyes. Miraculously, the prince's sight was restored, and they were reunited at last. Together, they returned to the prince's kingdom, where they lived happily ever after, raising their children in peace and joy. Moral of the story: the original Rapunzel teaches that love and perseverance can overcome great adversity while also emphasizing the consequences of selfishness and greed. The prince's and Rapunzel's trials highlight the idea that true love and resilience can triumph even in the darkest of times.